Hello and a big welcome to the channel. I'm the Motorsport Madman. Right, second attempt, PC froze. But so did Carlos Sainz on the grid, so we'll have another go. If the PC dies again, that's it. See you for Silverstone. I think we're on. I think we're live. Not got any music playing, have I? Not got any intro, outro music on, have we? No, we're alright. Yeah, the PC overheats and just shuts itself down. So if it happens again, see you for the British Grand Prix. So I'll give it one more go. Just purely because the Carlos Sainz issue has meant that it's given me an extra 15 minutes to reboot the PC. So without the Carlos Sainz issue, there wouldn't have been this second attempt. It's given 15 minutes for me to switch the PC back on and have another shot. So here we go for the Austrian Grand Prix, hopefully. Yeah, PC's not good, mate. Because it's warm as well. I've got the window open, but it's roasting in here, and the PC's just like, nah, I can't do it, mate. So if it dies, it dies, and we'll see you next week. If not, then hopefully it's a good. Well, what was it? 70 laps? No, it'd be 69 laps, I think, because of the Carlos Sainz issue. But yeah, here we go. I got the case open. I've even got a little USB fan pumping air in. But yeah, it's got an issue that needs sorting out. I've been trying to wing it, thinking it'd be all right. And then there was like a PC update the other day. I was like, it'll be all right now. And it has been all right for about 2 weeks. And then obviously come live today. Minute and a half in, God, well, it doesn't even switch off. It just everything just locks up. Like I can't even do Control Alt Delete and do anything. But anyway, start of the Austrian Grand Prix is upon us. Let's see if the stream holds up. But here we go then. Lando Norris on the right, Charles Leclerc on the left, and the Austrian Grand Prix is underway. And Lando Norris is trying to defend from Leclerc and does so into turn one. And Piastri up into second, Russell's up into fourth. So it is a McLaren 1-2 out of turn one up to turn three. They go then, and is Piastri going to go for it on Norris here? The two McLarens are side by side into turn three. Norris on the inside, Piastri on the outside. We've got Antonelli. Antonelli's crashed into Lawson. Antonelli's out of the race. And we've got a Red Bull out of the race. I think Verstappen might be out as well. Antonelli is crashed into Liam Lawson and it's out of the race, and the battle rages on into turn four. It's George Russell around the outside of Lewis Hamilton. The two McLarens lead him away, but it is Russell versus Hamilton into the middle sector we go, and it's still Russell versus Hamilton, wheel to wheel, side by side, and Hamilton just about gets a position. He still keeps his nose in there, George Russell, but it is Ferrari 3-4 safety car is out. Whoo! But Antonelli with the dive bomb, and Verstappen's out as well. I feel like it's Antonelli's fault. I think he's gone for a dive bomb. Antonelli out, Verstappen out. I think it was Antonelli hit Liam Lawson. I don't know if Liam Lawson's still going. But there you go, Antonelli with his first big mistake this season. The rookie error has come in round 11. Antonelli out. And to take out Max Verstappen as well. Well, I need to see the replay, but I feel like this is definitely Antonelli's fault. But yes, Matty P, Mitch, Simon, Barry, Dougie, take two, yeah. 70 laps. It must have been 71 then. Yes, Ryan Tune. Cheers, Salty Dog, bro. So hopefully the stream doesn't just cut. If it cuts out, it cuts out. That means the PC died, and we'll see you next week. But yeah, for this one, I need to see the replay, but I think Antonelli's gone for a dive bomb. Like what happened in F2 actually the other day, where he'd gone for a dive bomb and 3 cars into turn 3 just does not go. But let's have a look. I want to see the replay. Come on. I'm sure he hit Lawson. Right, replay the start. Okay, so it's a good start from Norris, to be fair. Norris just covers off Leclerc straight away. To be fair to Leclerc, he doesn't go for a crazy dive bomb into turn 1. Right, let's have a look at this. We need to see the Antonelli crash. I want to gauge what the hell he's done here. I think he's just gone send, hasn't he? He's just licked the stamp and send it into turn 3. Let's have a look at this. So we've got Hamilton versus... right. Oh, Antonelli just... Oh, mate, that is horrendous. It's just one of them horrible rookie errors. He's just completely missed his breaking point. He's completely missed his breaking point. He's taken out Lawson and Verstappen. Bang! Yeah, whack. Yeah, massive error of judgment from Antonelli. Let's have a look at this. So he completely misses. Oh, he's just like, he's just out of control. He's out of control. Antonelli completely out of control into turn 3. Yeah, lock the writ. Oh, mate. Well, these things happen, do you know what I mean? He's got through the first 10 races pretty well, but oh god, I'm surprised Lawson's got away with that. You know, he's smashed into Verstappen, but I'm surprised Lawson's got away with that scot-free. It's a shame, but it was bound to happen sooner or later. It was bound to happen sooner or later, yeah, but Antonelli's... I have no defence for that one. That was... fully his fault. And it's taken Verstappen out as well. Oh. So, behind the safety car, McLaren 1-2, Ferrari 3-4, Russell 5th, Gasly up to 6th. Albon up to 7th, so Gasly up 4, Albon up 5, Bortoletto's still in P8, Lawson down 3 because he was involved in that melee. Alonso into the points, but we are getting the race back underway again, so they've soon got Antonelli and Verstappen's car out of the way. A fair play to the stewards on that one. They've soon cleared this up and the race is back underway. Lap 3 in Austria. Yes, Sean Tambro. Yeah, of course it's on Antonelli, man. That was he was out of control. Doesn't Hamilton create stat about consecutive podiums? Or is it? Oh, I don't know. I don't know about this one. I don't think so. But certainly British Grand Prix. I think it must be British Grand Prix because he's won like 9 or 10. It must be British Grand Prix that. Oh, Russell's going for it on Lewis Hamilton. They're going to touch, surely. How did they get away with that without contact? Russell versus Hamilton is... Gasly up to P6 on the soft tyre. Go on, Pierre. Yeah, Max will be pissed, man. What's this? Colapinto versus Behrman at turn 3. Behrman pushed wide and off this track. Lap 5. McLaren 1-2, Ferrari 3-4. Go on, George. Let's get stuck in. Lone Mercedes driving out. George complaining. Lewis just shut the door. Well, he ain't going to leave the door open, is he? That's Verstappen's championship hopes as well, that. I mean, it was going to be over after today anyway, with McLaren getting a 1-2, whatever the case. So, well, that's it. Verstappen is not going to win 5 in a row. To me, that's it now. It'll be a miracle from here now. I reckon it's 50-50 between the two McLaren drivers. Maybe slightly now in Piastri's favour for the championship. Maybe 55% to 45%. But it's between the two McLaren drivers now. That's Verstappen's championship in the bin. It was already a long shot. It was already a significant long shot. Now it's over. It will be a McLaren world champion this season. For the first time since what? 2008 Hamilton? No. Yeah. Yeah, McLaren haven't won a championship. Oh my God, they're going wheel to wheel. Go on then, let's have a fight for the championship then, boys. One of you is going to be world champion because Verstappen's picked up next to no points in back-to-back races. So it's over. It's one of the McLaren boys. So let's have a fight between them. Come on. Yeah, McLaren haven't won a championship since Hamilton won it with them. 2008. Because, yeah, 09 Brawn, then it was Red Bull era, then it was Mercedes era, then it's Red Bull era again. Yeah. It's been Mercedes or Red Bull win the championship for the last 18 years, hasn't it? So there you go. It's McLaren's year, and that's confirmed it. Antonelli wiping Verstappen out as it's over. Max didn't. Yeah, I know. I got that vibe as well. He didn't look that arsed. I wonder if it. Maybe because he knows, like, over 24 races, he's not going to win this championship anyway. So he's sort of like just chilling. He's not chilling, but like more relaxed, you know. In his head, he ain't going to win it anyway, so why get stressed? Yeah. But it is between these two. I mean, it was always between these two, but Verstappen had a look. Verstappen had a look in the first half of the season, but I just hope that this battle between Piastri and Norris goes to the final race now, basically. That's the hope for the season, if you're a neutral like me. I just hope it goes to Abu Dhabi. And it's looking good. In fact, it's better for the championship if Norris wins this one, to be honest. Yeah. But fair play, Piastri says sticking with him. Yeah, let's take this to Abu Dhabi. That's the one remaining hope. Antonelli locking his rear brakes and smashing into another car. It's like me. I've done that in the Viewers' Championship, you know. Albeit not in one of these, but I struggle locking the rear brakes in the LMP3 car in the Viewers' Championship, so I know how it feels. Nah, that's... it's a stinker from Antonelli, that. It's a stinker, I can't lie. He's right behind Norris. Fair play, man. He's not giving him any breathing space whatsoever. He's staying within DRS Lando here. It's Piastri. Go on. He fancies it in the first stint, does Oscar. He fancies getting him in the first stint. As soon as the gap gets over a second, they'll settle down. So keep within DRS, Oscar. As soon as it goes over a second, it'll settle down then till probably the last dozen laps. Imagine McLaren come together and both out. Interesting. In that scenario, we want a George Russell win. We need Russell past the two Ferraris. I say we. This is my opinion. Because if Russell wins back-to-back races, should the McLarens come together, if Russell gets back-to-back wins, and then he's going to his home race at Silverstone, come on then. Let's have a shot. Yes, Lee, welcome. Yes, Barry. How it feels to get taken out. It is brutal, mate. How's the race started? Not good for me, Lee. Antonelli's wiped out Verstappen and they're both out of the race. Sainz didn't even start the race because his brakes were locked on. So Sainz didn't even start. And then Antonelli's wiped out Verstappen, so GG's for Verstappen World Championship number 5. But here we go. Is the two McLarens gonna go side by side here into turn 3? Piastri's got the DRS. He's got the slipstream. It's side by side for the lead, and Piastri takes the lead of the Austrian Grand Prix on lap 11. But Norris gets the switch back. They're still side by side. Oi, fair play to these boys. This is for the World Championship, and it's wheel to wheel, side by side. Down to turn 4 they come. It's Norris on the inside, Piastri on the outside. Norris gets the position back on lap 11. Switching positions for the lead. This is cinema. Oh, Piastri's sending it. Don't do it there. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. Oh, that was Dave. You're asking for carnage there, Oscar, bro. Oh my God. You don't do that. Woohoo! Oh, come on. Am I glad the PC woke up for this one? Watch it die now. Listen, even if the PC dies now, we've had a bit of action, haven't we? The stream's been worth doing. The stream has been worth doing even if the PC overheats and dies now. But please don't. Come on, come on. Stay with me, stay with me. We've got to battle for the lead here in Austria for the championship. Well, I say for the championship. One of these two's winning the championship. Like, we never see battles for the lead, man. It's always a battle for P14, P16, P17, P12. Who cares, bro? This is what it's about. We need battles for the lead. This is it, man. Austria delivers, you know. This is an underrated Grand Prix, this. Jeez. Team orders must be don't crash into each other. Whoa, shit. Do you know what I mean? Is the Pope Catholic? But I want Bortoletto points as well here. Bortoletto's up to 7th. Well, listen, with Antonelli out, I'm Bortoletto fan. Yeah, honestly, right? Antonelli out of the race and Bortoletto. I need like a backup Sauber t-shirt. Plan B. Bortoletto all day. Up to 7th. Do you know what? Being a Bortoletto fan would be a good long game, actually. That'd be a good long game because you go in for someone who's not... It's a smart move. Like, if I met someone and they were like, I'm a Bortoletto fan, I'd be like, respect, man, because you're not going for the short term... You're going for the long-term graft. You're going for a 5-year project. You know what I mean? If there was just someone like who's just randomly a Bortoletto fan, I'd be like, you know what? Play the long game. Let's have it. Because it's easy. It's easy to be a Norris fan. It's easy to be a Verstappen fan, isn't it? You know what I mean? Just pick the one that's winning and go, yeah, I'll support him. But being a Bortoletto fan, I'd be like, or Colapinto, play the long game. Because one day it'll pay off. But Bortoletto does need points. He's not scored a single point yet. But today, he's P6. Albon's in the pits. Bortoletto's 6th. This has got to be the day. And look at this. It's still like nose to tail between the two McLarens on lap 14. Do you know, Piastri's quicker. Piastri's quicker. Yeah, rip for me. Anton Elliott, Verstappen, Sean. So yeah, rip for me, but at least they're fighting for the win. Norris and Piastri wheel to wheel for the win. So fair play. It's good action. Oh, they're going for it again. Oh, Piastri's going to go for it in turn 1, surely. Oh, he has a look. He has a look. Surely up to turn 3. Oh, this is unbelievable. You never get this. This is like once, twice a season, this, where you're getting two teammates fighting for the lead here, fighting for the win. Surely into turn 3, Norris tries to defend it. Or is he going to bide his time, get a perfect exit and go down the hill to turn 4? Surely then, this is racing. This is for the lead. This is a once a season situation, man. It's usually for P16 or something, this kind of a battle. Like, these battles happen every week, but it's always P17, P14, who cares? Like, I try and like hype it up like, oh my God, it's Gasly versus Behrman for 14th. Like, bro, but you never get it for the lead. You know, Austria's underrated, you know, seriously. Like, on a real one. It's always my favourite track to drive as well in any game or sim or whatever. Austria's always the one, man. Oi, oi! Yes, Kim, welcome to the stream. We're fighting for the lead here. This ain't no battle for P16 that I'm trying to get hyped about. This is for the lead. Look at the pressure. Do you know what? To be fair, yeah, we've not even seen the other 18 cars in the race. It's just the McLaren show, this. This is rare, though. They have to follow this. You can't be cut into, like, Albon versus Hadjar. Do you know what I mean? You can't be. This is what it's all about. They're so evenly matched as well. What, like, this could get nasty this season, you know. Back end of the season, this could get leery. It's two drivers who think they're number one. Do you know what I mean? And that's not a common dynamic in Formula One. You've usually got, you know, you've got your number one, and he knows he is. Without saying it, he knows he is. You've got your number two, and he knows he is. Look at that replay of Lando Norris under pressure going wide out of the final corner. But yeah, as I was saying, like, usually the dynamic in a Formula One team, without having to state it, they know who's number one, they know who's number two. Everyone knows. The fans know, they know, the management knows. No one ever says it, but everyone knows. With these two, they both think they're the number one driver. And that can cause havoc. That can cause absolute havoc. As it did in Canada. Just remember, these two crashed into each other last week, 2 weeks ago. Look at this, man. They're splitting the team in half here. Oh, mate, this is just madness because they're having to split the team down the middle here. Half the team's for Lando, half the team's for Oscar. Yeah, cars the same, driver skill the same, exactly. Oh, Tsunoda on a lunge on Lance Stroll. What's that for? P10, slightly significant. You get a point for P10, so Piastri's not letting Norris get away here, but the gap. He needs to stay within DRS. As soon as the gap goes over a second, you know, you might as well get the kettle on and come back for lap 65 or something. You need to stay within DRS, and then it's about what you do for the pit stops, because ideally you favour the car that's in the lead. So does Norris get the favourable pit stop? You'd think so. Absolute shambles for Williams. What's up with oh, is Albon out of the race? Oh yeah, in fact, I did see them wheeling Albon's car into the garage. I didn't even clock it. But yeah, why is Albon out? Albon's out, I don't know why, but yeah, double DNF. Well, DNS. I did not start for Sainz, which is a rare one. So yeah, DNS for Sainz, a DNF for Albon. So 4 cars out of the race already. Lap 19, Piastri still hunting down Lando Norris for the lead. They've dropped the Ferraris by 6 seconds. Russell pits, so Bortoleto up to 5th. If Bortoleto doesn't get points out of this, he'll never get points. This is the chance. This is the one for Bortoleto. If Bortoleto doesn't get points today, this is the best chance we've got. Yeah. The gap to Bortoleto. The gap to Bortoleto is 20 seconds. So they found a gap between... so they come out of the pits, P5, P4. Behind the 2 Ferraris, basically. In front of Bortoleto. You saw the F1 CFD win till the time allocation list going into next season. No, but isn't it reverse championship order, reverse constructors order? So like McLaren would get the least, Sauber get the most, or whoever was last. But I don't know the way. Oh, he stuck his nose in. Piastri nearly wiped Norris out there. What are you doing? Oh, that would have been horrendous, that. Piastri, nah, he's cooked it. That's it. Nah, that's it. I think that's it, man. That's crazy. That was a mad one from Piastri, that. If Piastri had come steaming into turn 4 there with the front tyre locked and took Lando out there, that would have been a massive... that would have been horrendous for the team, that. I don't even know where they go from there. That was so close to being an absolute disaster there. That was a bit reckless from Piastri, that. That was a bit of a nuts one. Because if he'd have took Lando out there, that would have looked like it was on purpose. That would have looked like it was someone pissed off on an F1 lobby and just goes, nah, I'm taking you out. That would have looked so bad. He was so lucky that there was no contact there, because that would have been horrific. Just come steaming in, bang, get out. It was so close. Williams had to get lesser wind tunnel research compared to the previous seasons. Yeah, because they finished... Is it because they finished higher up in constructors last season, though? Because that's how it works, isn't it? The better you do, the worse. Well, the better you do, the less wind tunnel time you get. Oh, that's a mad one from Oscar, that. So Norris is pitted. And is it a good stop? It's not the best. No, it's not. 2.8. In fact, I go 3.1. But we don't get it on screen. They're not telling us, but it wasn't an optimal pit stop from Lando Norris. Oh, Piastri's carried on. I never like that. If you've been watching these streams long enough, you know I don't like that. I think you have to react immediately. You have to pit on the very next lap. And why are they keeping Piastri out? I never like that. I never like that as a strategy. If you get undercut, you react straight away, in my opinion. Trying to go, oh, we'll go another 4 laps, we'll go another 3 laps, we'll go another 5 laps. I don't like it. Maybe it's because I like the simplicity of they're on exactly the same strategy, and so when someone goes 5 laps longer, it's like I've got to then calibrate that in my brain and think, right, he's losing out now, but he's looking to gain at the end of the race when his laps are 3 laps fresher on lap 63. Like, I can't be bothered, mate. Just pit the very next lap. I can't be bothered to work it out, I think's what it is. Just keep it simple, boys. There's enough strategies and things going on. Should we back to back? What, for the pit stops? Definitely. After the Canadian Grand Prix, the order of constructors is like this. It's not about last season. It's based on the other constructors championship. After the seriously. All right. I didn't know that. I thought it was season by season. Alpine will have the most. Aston Martin will have the third. Oh, what? I thought it was based on the positions of the previous season, if you get what I mean. That's weird. Why would they not do it like that? That seems like the best way to do it. So Bortoletto's pitted and back out to P12. So Piastri's still out there with the 2 Ferraris. Lap 24. Norris is pitted, so what are they doing then? They're going 2 different strategies. Maybe they're going 2 different strategies to keep them out of each other's way. It's as simple as that, isn't it? They're like, listen, yeah, at McLaren HQ, they're like, listen, these guys are going to crash into each other. Let's put them on alternate strategies, and then they'll only be on the same part of the track at the end of the race then. It basically puts them on different part of the circuit for the next 40 laps. That's the game they're playing in it at McLaren HQ. They're like, it's just getting a bit silly. Let's just go put Piastri on a different strategy. Oh, here we go. They're pitting him now. How's this going to play out? Well, I'll tell you how it's going to play out. Lando Norris is going to have a 4-second lead here. That's how it's going to play out. My prediction is Piastri comes out of the pits and Lando Norris is got a 4.2 second lead. That's my prediction right now. Let's have a look. My prediction, Piastri comes out of the pits, Lando Norris has got a 4.2 second lead. Right, let's see the gap. I've seen enough of these, bro. I've seen enough. 5.7's the gap. I was 1.5 seconds out. So it's worse than I thought. I said 4.2, 5.7. It just never works, bro. Oh, Piastri's got tyres that are 2 laps fresher. Give a damn, bro. It doesn't matter. If they'd have pitted Piastri on the very next lap, it'd still be nose to tail. So what? Why? So they just cost Piastri 5 seconds for what? Maybe he'll catch him back up. But why do that? I don't think the benefit of having tyres that are 2 laps fresher is worth the 6 seconds that you lose. I really don't. Because look at this now. It's big time advantage Norris now. Track positions, everything, man. Because you could get safety car, you could get all manner of things. Yes, Dan. Yes, Emma. How are we doing? Stop them crashing. Exactly, Barry. That's all it is, isn't it? That's all it is. Like, the disadvantage in Piastri there, in my opinion, I mean, from their point of view, they go, oh, well, Piastri will have 3 lap fresher tyres on towards the end of the stint. Ooh, you know. But essentially, without the bollocks, essentially, the disadvantage Piastri by keeping him out 3 laps longer to give him to put a gap between the two cars because it was getting a bit leery. Piastri was getting a bit impatient and dive bombing Norris. So from their point of view, listen, if I'm in the board meeting, I'm also saying, listen, get those cars for 5 seconds between each other now. So I have no issue. It's just a pain in the arse for a viewer. Do you know what I mean? For someone who wants entertainment and drama. And, you know, I want this fight for the lead every lap. I want them switching positions every other lap. Let's do it. McLaren have gone, I'll tell you what, let's not do that. Of course they have. If they really were 50-50, they pick Norris first. I have no issues with that. You pick the lead car before the other one. So you pick Norris, you pick Piastri immediately afterwards. Level playing field, boys. And sort it out on the track. And don't be stupid enough to crash into each other. Nah, they didn't fancy it, did they? They thought, Piastri's getting a bit leery here. We better put 6 seconds between them. Go on, Gabby. I bought Bortoletto for points. He's up to P10. Oh, no, he's not. He was for a second. Oh, but Gasly's gone wide. But Gasly's gone wide, so Bortoletto gets it back. Go on. Bortoletto for points. Well, of course you do, Sean, innit? Everyone that's like not that arsed about it just wants to crash, innit? I mean, I'm not that fussed about a crash. I just want close racing. I just want them to fight for it. Whether they crash or not, I mean, crash is obviously drama, but I'm not asking for crashes. I'm asking for wheel-to-wheel races. But obviously from like someone who watch maybe a couple of races a season, give me a crash, like give me something to, and then just switch to the next channel. Oh, they've crashed. Oh, well, let's see what else is on. You know what I mean? I understand that from a casual point of view, but I just what a first stint that was, though. What a first. When did they pit? Like lap 20, something like that. What a first 20 laps we got. And then they canned it. Then they thought, we can't be dealing with this amount of stress. Can this? Lap 29 to 70. McLaren 1-2. So Ferraris had pitted a few laps ago. So what's the gap? See, I'm looking at the driver tracker, right? The gap between Piastri and Leclerc is crazy. With Lawson being in the mix, is Lawson yet to stop then? Must be. Yeah, Lawson hasn't stopped yet. Neither's Alonso. Russell stopped early. Russell was like the first one in. The two Saubers are 8th and 9th for the minute. That's good going. Gasly P10, then the two Haas's, Behrman and Ocon, 11th and 12th. We're looking at, is this Hamilton versus Lawson for P4? It is. Lawson on the inside. Hamilton going round the outside at turn 5. Okay, and gets the move done. Whew. Nice move for Lewis Hamilton and gets it back to McLaren 1-2, Ferrari 3-4 then. Lawson down to P5. But obviously on the old tyres, so, you know. So, yeah, Hamilton passing Alonso into turn 1 and then passes Lawson into turn 5. Replay it on board with Ollie Behrman into turn 1. Locks a brake, goes wide, bounces over that sausage curb. That ain't going to be comfortable. And back onto the track. So, a little mistake from Ollie Behrman. We might get the two Haas's going wheel to wheel. What's Tsunoda doing down in P14, man? Especially with Verstappen out of the race. You're the lone soldier for Red Bull. Are you not getting any points? It's criminal what Tsunoda's. It's criminal. Why can no one drive this Red Bull? Oh, he tries round the outside of Colapinto. surely has to pass Colapinto here, Sonoda. But Colapinto's got DRS. Oh, Sonoda's sending it anyway. He's going to leave his nose in there. Oh, it's going to be incredibly cleanly. Touch! And it's the old turn 4. It's the old turn 4 at the Austrian Grand Prix. The old pinch and shove and tripping him over into the gravel. The old trip and go that Hamilton's done on Albon in the past. We've seen it about 4 or 5 times in the last 4 or 5 years. When they to go side by side into turn 4, the car on the inside understeers out, trips over, trips the car up on the outside, and around you go. Yeah, bro, we've seen this. You see this nearly every year. That exact same scenario you see almost every single year at the Austrian Grand Prix. And maybe I'm exaggerating, but it's happened at least 3 or 4 times in the last few years. I mean, don't get me in the stats, Sean. You probably typing now. Actually, it's only happened 3 times. Stop exaggerating. Well, all right, but it's happened a few times. The old turn 4 trip up. It has happened a few times, man. And Sonoda's just done it to Colapinto, so GG's, man. Happened once, just now. Nah. You wind-up merchant. No, it happens every year, that. They could make a compilation of it. Happens that much. McLaren's are gone, man. McLaren's... There's 6 seconds between the top 2. Then it's 13 seconds to Leclerc in 3rd. It's domination. Lawson and Alonso are still out there. Are they the only ones that haven't pitted? Yeah, so Lawson in 5th and Alonso in 6th are the last 2 out there still yet to pit. Started on the mediums as well, so it's not like they started on the hard tyre. They're just finessing it on tyre wear. Like 32. So they're nearly making it mid-race distance on a set of mediums. Fair play. Here we go then for, who's this? Ocon versus Gasly. This is for P10. Gasly holds on, defends on the inside to turn 5. Don't send it there. Oh, it's so much quicker is Ocon. Ocon all over the back of Gasly in the middle sector. Yeah, it's only a matter of time, that, surely. Lawson pits then, so Alonso last man out there. Lawson pits from 5th. Oh, where's he going to reappear, man? Outside the points? Yeah. Ocon has to get the move done on Gasly now to turn 3. Slipstream, DRS. Surely. Is Gasly going to try and defend it? No, he doesn't. Let's Ocon go. You might as well get the switch back now if you Pierre Gasly. Get a nice exit, switch back. Now you get DRS. Now you can get the position back here if you're feeling brave. On the brakes into turn 4 now. Doesn't, backs out of it. Lives to fight another day. And Ocon up to P9 with Lawson now pitting. We've got 2 kick Saubers, 7th and 8th. If they don't get any points out of this, they will be crying in the soup tonight. They have to get points today. Bortoletto has to get off the mark today. So Alonso pits there. So he made it half race distance near enough. Interesting that for the abort start, they didn't take a lap off the race because it's not a 71 lap race originally, this, is it? So they didn't delete a lap off the race, which is weird. Because what about the fuel and stuff? That's a dialogue with myself, but I would have thought that they would have made the race a 69 lap race. But they haven't. Full 70. But all that to say, Alonso made it half race distance on a set of mediums. Fair play. Comes out of the pits. What is he? P12. Oh, fancy him killing this McLaren battle as well. Why do that? Oh, is that Behrman locking a break into turn 4? So we've got both Hassers in the points and both Kick Saubers in the points. I would have said you'd have got pretty good odds on that. Not to say it's going to end like that, but it's a pretty mad one. Are you going to send it here? Are you going to send it here, Ollie? No, surely not. Oh, he has done. Oh, fair play. Gasly's got to get the switch back here. I didn't expect Ollie Behrman to go for it on Gasly there, but he did. The side-by-side down to turn 4. And Behrman gets the position. Gasly tried to fight it back, but look at this. Sauber 6-7, Haas 8-9. Wow. Gasly team radio. Gasly not happy with the car, checking something's broken. Don't know how much longer can stay out. So yeah, Gasly not happy. Gasly with a problem then, it seems like. So that's his excuse. Tsunoda's been lapped. Tsunoda had to pit again with that contact then? Is that what's happened? And I think Tsunoda's had to do another pit stop to change those tyres after tripping Colapinto up. Retire the car, dude. Now Tsunoda's done. Oh, Hadjar versus Colapinto. Come on then. It does produce good racing, this, but the first stint was where it was at. Jerome D'Ambrosio's overseeing Ferrari. How has Jerome D'Ambrosio finessed his way into management? I'm sure he was in... My only reference of Jerome D'Ambrosio, he got briefly into Formula 1 in like 2010. Sean Tan will know. Jerome D'Ambrosio got like a season. And now he's finessed his way up the ladder. He was in the Mercedes management. Now he's running Ferrari in lieu of Fred Vasseur. He's been taking some business course lessons, I tell you. From driver to manager. He must have retired from racing then, years ago. Jerome. Belgian. Who did he race for him? F1 career. Yeah, Jerome D'Ambrosio, former racer, competed for Marussia Virgin Racing and Lotus in 2011 and 2012. He got 2 seasons. And then went to Formula E, retired. Fair play, man. He's gone from racing driver to businessman. I like the transition. Come on, Piastri, let's close him down now. They disadvantage you. all the action was in the first 20 minutes, wasn't it? Gasly pits. Well, the race score. If it was a trading chart, we'd be tanking, bro. It's over. I started off so well. Maybe Piastri will catch Norris. It doesn't help them. The McLarens are so dominant round here as well. Like the Ferrari is absolutely no threat whatsoever. And when you get one team that's so far ahead, it ain't the one. Well, yeah, Karen Chandok saying what I said before. Like, it's nice to see 2 Kick Saubers and 2 Hasses in the points. I hope at least out of those 4, I hope Bortoletto gets points out of this. He better add do from here. Stroll passes Colapinto for, was it 12? Oh, Colapinto's in the pits anyway. 3.3, so Piastri's closing. Piastri's closing in on Norris now. It was 6 seconds a few laps ago. Now down to 3.3. So Norris is coming under pressure again. Ooh, okay. Yeah, okay. 4 laps of difference in the tyres. Could play dividends, that. I always said it would. I wonder if they just pit Norris now then. I wonder if that's the game. Oh no, it stays out. Okay. So Oscar Piastri was told no more 50-50 moves. I think it's fair enough. You can't be going for 50-50 moves on your teammate when you're fighting for the championship. It's criminal. I mean, it's great from an entertainment point of view, but... Like, if he'd have... I said it before, if he'd have wiped out Norris there in that half move... Devastation. So I didn't realise with all the chaos before that Piastri had been told, like, stop going for 50-50 moves, like, rein it in. I don't blame him. 3 seconds of gap at the front. He's closing in, but not as much as he was a couple of laps ago. He went from 6 seconds to 3 seconds in a couple of laps. Progress has slowed for Piastri, but come on. I mean, surely, it's in Norris's hands, this. Because as soon as Piastri gets close, you just pit. So you get the undercut anyway. He's mainly quicker in high speed. Lando stressing on team radio. Is he just quicker everywhere? Yeah, bro. Wow. Lando Norris has only got to be a couple of laps away from a pit stop, surely. Hulkenberg pits from wherever he was. Oh, no, Hulkenberg was in the points, wasn't it? Hulkenberg was 7th, was he? Is it Bortoleto 6th, Hulkenberg 7th? So he's lapped. So keep Oscar out of the DRS, Lando Norris is being told. So they're not going to pit straight away. Fair play. The gap's gone out again to 3.5 seconds. It's in Norris's hands. It's in Norris's hands, this. Yeah, Skeleton Josh, how we doing? Exactly. He's got to get points today. He's got to get points today, Josh. He has to. He's drawn a blank so far this season, but this is his weekend. Big up Bortoleto, man. Let's get it. Is he? Well, Alonso half a second. Yeah, so Alonso up to P9. Half a second behind Lawson. So, yeah, Alonso's looking good for points. So, Alonso being a one-stop then, surely. Man, he's already done 11 laps. Yeah, no, but surely. Alonso's on a one-stop. Yeah, Alonso should get points out of this then. Barring anything unusual. Barring a safety car or something. And Lawson as well. Lawson on a... Be interesting to see how it plays out for Lawson and Alonso, because they're on one-stops, aren't they? It's looking good. Look at this. Leclerc's coming up to lap Tsunoda. So George Russell pitting from 5th. Oh, interview with Kimi Antonelli. You have to hold your hands up here, Kimi. Fair play, Antonelli. Sorry about that minute of silence there, but I was listening to the Kimi Antonelli interview, and fair play, he's holding his hands up. It's his fault. He'd locked the rear brakes and wiped Verstappen out of the race. What more to say? It's what happens when you're a rookie. Hopefully that's his one and only mistake this season. Let's have a clean second half of the season, Antonelli. So the gap between the McLarens came down to 3 seconds. It's now back up to 3.8. Come on, man. I think this will go down as a race that if you missed the first 15 laps, you missed it all. First stint, 9 out of 10. From lap 20 to now, 2 out of 10. Oh, dude, a way to kill a race. Put them on different strategies. Well, slightly different, shall we say. Oh, what's going on there with this Ferrari? Is that Lewis Hamilton making a big mistake in turn 3? Did he lock a tyre? I was seeing onboard replay with Oscar Piastri into turn 1. Do you know what? He nearly lost the rear end into turn 1 there. Wow. Few drivers making mistakes. And let's see what happened with Lewis Hamilton then up the hill to turn 3. Uncharacteristic mistake. Here we go for Behrman versus Stroll. Normal service is resumed. All the fighting going on for no points. Behrman up to 12th then. Ernesto Tiesto. How we doing, bro? At work on a Sunday. At work on a Sunday morning, your time as well. That's brutal, isn't it? Hope it's worth it for you. Hope you're on double time, Ernesto. Leclerc pits then. From P3. Lap 50 of 70. Yeah, you get double time. There you go, you see. Worth it, bro. Keep on the grind, bro. Bortoletto's in. Please be a good stop. If ever Sauber needed a good pit stop, it's now. Please. Smooth. Nice. And he's going to get out ahead of his teammate as well. Wow, Hamilton. Wow, Hamilton having a row with the Ferrari strategist. Being told to pit and he didn't want to. The cracks begin to show at Ferrari. He wanted to go to the end. I think an optimal race. They're not under any threat from behind, are they? I'd have let Lewis go to the end. What are they going to lose? Well, if the tyre pops, they'll lose a lot, but I don't know, man. Norris saying this is the Germany situation. What's the Germany situation? That sounds a bit dodgy, that. Do you know, that's quite clever because there hasn't been a German Grand Prix since about what, 2019? 2020? So to say it's the German situation, why go on with that? Speaking in code. The Germans. Yeah, I don't know. What's that about? The Germany situation. I don't get that. But Norris pits anyway. So Norris pits, back out on the track. P2, obviously. So what are they going to do with Piastri now? React immediately? So the point, yeah, you see, they're pitting Piastri immediately. Therefore, negating the point of pitting him 4 laps later the first time round. So, no point. There was absolutely no point. Piastri pits then from the lead. Clean stop from the McLaren boys. Well, surely it's a fight to the finish for me then. So what have we got left then? 15 laps. 16 laps for Piastri to gain 3.3 seconds. 3.3 as Colapinto. No, you need to get... Whoa! Whoa, he doesn't even know Piastri's there. Piastri's on the grass. Wow! Oh my goodness. Colapinto didn't even know that Piastri was there. That's crazy. And that might cost Piastri the race. So Colapinto's dive bombed Tsunoda, and he's so focused on his fight with Tsunoda that he's not even clocked that the championship leader is next to him. Piastri on the grass. That's mad. We'll be getting a crash here soon. And the thing is, that's cost Piastri over a second, that. And that could cost him the race. 15 laps to go. Norris leads Piastri by 4.3. And Colapinto and Tsunoda go side by side again. Down to turn 4. Oh, we've got Russell on a dive bomb. On Lawson. So Russell back into his P5. Lawson down to P6 then. And so what's the running order here? 14 laps to go. Norris leads Piastri by 3.4. Then it's the 2 Ferraris. 3rd and 4th. Russell 5th. That top 5 has been the top 5 since the end of lap 20. And then, so Lawson and Alonso on a 1-stop, 6th and 7th. So good race for them. Hadja P8. Good race so far. And then Bortoleto, Hulkenberg holding on to points P9 and 10. Come on, Gabriel Bortoleto. Let's get you off the mark, son. Let's get you off the mark in round 11. .2, the gap at the front. Come on, Oscar. So Bortoleto up to P8. Let's go. Has to get points now from here. I mean, I've been saying this for 57 laps, but now he really has to get points from here. This is good going. So Alonso P7 closing in on Lawson for P6. With Bortoleto 10 seconds behind, this is for a genuine P6. Fair play for Lawson Alonso with on the one stop. It's played out like a dream. Oh, 5-second time penalty for car 43. Colapinto forcing another driver off track. Yeah, has to be. Slam dunk penalty for Colapinto. Putting Piastri on the grass. Especially when he's a lap down as well. Like, what? And Hulkenberg passes Hadjar then. So Hulkenberg up to P9. Hadjar bumped down to P10. Alonso one stopper, yeah. Colapinto gate, yeah. Yeah, that was crazy though. Yeah, Alonso one stopper and Lawson as well. It's worked out well for him. Because they've got 10 seconds to... let me have a look on the driver tracker here. How many laps have we got? About 12 laps to go. They should be safe from Bortoleto and Hulkenberg. So Lawson and Alonso, whichever way round they finish, are going to be 6th and 7th on a one stop. Where did Alonso start? Was he about 11th or 12th on the grid, Alonso? He wasn't top 10, was he? And he's on the back of Lawson here. Ocon up to P10 then, so Hadjar bumped out of the points. Hadjar bumped out of the points. And Alonso all over the back of Lawson for P6. Because Lawson started 6th. But Alonso, I think he wasn't in Q3, was he, Alonso? So he's like 11th or 12th on the grid. So what a race from Fernando this is. Because it was Gasly P10, Antonelli P9, Bortoleto P8, so he's definitely not in the top 10. .6, the gap at the front. Piastri slowly closing in on Norris. 10 laps to go. 2.5, the gap at the front. We could get a bit of a finale. If Hulk finishes in the points, does he get a mention for driver of the day? Did he start from the back? Yeah, he'd get an honourable mention. He's not going to win driver of the day. It's got to be between... It's got to be Alonso, hasn't it? If Alonso beats Lawson and finishes 6th, you've got to go Alonso driver of the day. Bortoleto, Hulkenberg, honourable mentions. Lawson as well, solid race. Now, if Piastri beats Norris... Oh, if Piastri beats Norris and wins the race, he's also in with a shout. Two seconds is the gap. Wow. 2 seconds is the gap. Oh, wow. Whoa, Norris is fretting. Norris is fretting on team radio. Lap 62 of 70. The gap is now under 2 seconds for the lead. Let's go. Listen, lap 20 to lap 60, dead as a dodo. But now, lock back in. Let's lock back in. We might get a finale to this race worth talking about. 1.8 seconds, 1.7. Piastri is on his way with 8 laps to go. Norris is on team radio fretting, saying, where am I slower? I need help. I need speed. I need pace. Please help me. Piastri is closing in. 1.7. Whoo, let's go. We could get a bit of a finale here. Listen, start of the race, fantastic. Middle part of the race, horrendous. End of the race, fingers crossed. This race might be bookended by 2 great bits of racing, because the 60 laps in the middle ain't the one. Come on. 1.6. Now the fun begins. Yeah. Now the fun begins. Ooh, this could get spicy, this. This could get spicy. Do we get 100 quid on Leclerc for the win now? In play. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm trying to get at with that. Get on Leclerc to win the race now. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Can you work it out? Oh, mate. No. They can't. They shouldn't. Watch them both crash. They can't, man. Surely not. Is Norris managing it? 1.8. He's going to be under pressure to the end, Norris. Can he manage it? Come on. Piastri now in the dirty air. Needs to get... If Piastri gets under a second and gets DRS... Tune in. If Piastri gets under a second... Oh, it's going to get tasty. But if he hovers here, 1.6, 1.7, 1.8, he's not... He might get stuck here at 1.8. He might get stuck here at 1.8 behind. Traffic's going to be critical as well, like this. Hulkenberg in the mix. Oh, Bortoleto's catching Alonso and Lawson, but he might run out of laps before he gets there. 6 laps to go. Bortoleto 4 seconds behind Alonso. So Alonso can't pass Lawson. So I wonder, Alonso being held up by Lawson's bringing Bortoleto into play here. Bortoleto might be on the back of him, you know. By the time you get to the last lap, Bortoleto might be in a fight for P6. And then you've got the McLarens coming up to lap him as well. Oh, this could get Larry. 5 laps to go. You've got the McLarens are coming up to lap the fight for P6. Oh my God. Crash 1 and 2. What have you missed? First 18-20 laps, McLaren fighting for the lead. Then a 40 laps of not a lot. And now, hopefully, a bit of a grandstand finish, shall we say, with Piastri closing in on Norris with 5 laps to go. 1.8 is the gap. Oh yeah, and Antonelli smashing into Verstappen on lap 1, but other than that, not a lot. He's stuck here, and 1.8 is the gap. He's a bit stuck in the dirty air. Come on, man. Come on, give us a grandstand finish. I feel like it's a bit status quo. I hate to say it, but I feel like it's sort of a bit of a stalemate now. To be honest, I hate to be the party pooper, but it's feeling like a stalemate with 4 laps to go. I hope I'm wrong. But it's feeling like a stalemate now. Oh, Bortoletto's on the back of Alonso and Lawson now. Bortoletto is in the fight for 6th. Lawson, Alonso, Bortoletto are all at turn 3. And then you've got the 2 leaders coming to lap him as well at the same time. Look at that current vote split for driver of the day. Bortoletto, 27%, yeah. I agree as it stands. Yeah, 1.9, 1.8, 1.9. We've got a bit of a stalemate. Where you been, Greggs? Lando, you need corner discipline. Turn 1 and 3, pacing, high speed is good. Corner discipline. I don't think I've ever heard that before. Corner discipline. Okay. Yeah, Lawson, Bortoletto. Where's Alonso? Oh, the gap between Alonso and Bortoletto is that close you can't even see him. It's 1 dot on the driver tracker. I couldn't even see Alonso on the driver tracker because Bortoletto's that close. And here it is. I was like, where's Alonso? Oh, God. Oh, yeah. Oh, Bortoletto. Oh, Alonso is Bortoletto's manager. Oh, why is this? Why is that a thing that exists? Lap 68 of 70, Bortoletto all over the back of Alonso for P7, and Bortoletto gets a snap of oversteer. Tsunoda's a lap down. Tsunoda has been lapped by a Sauber. Now, I said it was embarrassing yesterday when Tsunoda was P18 on the grid. That is... I know he's had an extra pit stop and whatnot, but that's just awful. Tsunoda in the Red Bull has been lapped by Bortoletto in a Sauber. Are you for real? Like, is that a real scenario that I'm watching before my eyes? Unbelievable. Oh, Bortoletto's done Alonso on to P7. Go on. Oh, it's side by side. Alonso's got the switchback. Oh, God, just don't crash into each other, guys. You can both get a lot of points. Oh, what you do here? Yeah, the sensible thing. I agree, Gabby. I agree. That was a sensible thing to do. Oh, my God, he's got the switch back out of turn 4. it's side by side, but Alonso's got the inside line. You have to back out of it. Now, to be honest, he did the same thing there. He didn't just full send it. You can't full send it. Just behave. Just behave. You can't risk it all at this point. Lap 69 out of 70, your first points of your Formula One career. You can't risk it that much. The gap at the front's 1.3, but we're running out of laps here. This is now the final lap of the race. The gap is 1.3 between Norris and Piastri at the front. The gap between Alonso and Bortoleto for P7 is 0.8 of a second. Oh my God. No, it's not going to... Yeah, how's Alonso going to play this? The traffic's helped Norris to victory here. The traffic of Bortoleto, Alonso and Lawson has helped Norris to victory here. Look at this. There's two cars between them. Norris has got this one. Oh, Alonso's coming back. No, don't even do that. Oh, they nearly touch. Oh, that was incredibly close. And Piastri goes a little bit wide as well. Look at this. You've got a battle for seventh in the middle of the battle for the lead. What is this? How weird is that? You've got a battle for 7th and 8th in the middle of the battle for the lead. I have never seen it before. What a weird dynamic that is to finish the race. But it is Lando Norris round the final corner, and Lando Norris from pole position wins the Austrian Grand Prix. Lando Norris wins, and Piastri has to come home for second for a McLaren 1-2. Alonso does beat Bortoleto across the line for P7 and 8, but it is Norris who wins the Austrian Grand Prix from Piastri. Leclerc will come home a distant 17 seconds back for P3, Hamilton P4, Russell P5, Lawson P6, and in the hat for driver of the day, surely, Alonso P7, Gabriel Bortoleto gets his first points in Formula 1 P8, Hülkenberg P9, and Esteban Ocon gets the final point in the Haas P10. Behrman misses out at P11, Hadjar P12, Gasly P13, Stroll P14, Colapinto P15, and Yuki Tsunoda last in the Red Bull P16. 4 retirements from the race. Albon, Verstappen, Antonelli and Sainz did not finish. Norris wins the race. And it was a great first stint. The first stint was 9 out of 10. It was a bit of an exciting finish. Yuki, I want my seat back, definitely. Lawson 6th. Right, what we're saying for driver of the day and rate the race then. I'll go driver of the day. Driver of the day's tricky, really. Because Lawson started 6th and finished 6th, it's a great result for Lawson, but for me, it's between Alonso and Bortoleto for driver of the day. If Bortoleto had beat Alonso, I think it's definitely Bortoleto. But because Alonso ended up P7 and held on to it, I don't know whether you go Fernando Alonso. But the fact that right, that's decided it. That right there, the fact that you're giving it to Bortoleto and you're a Fernando Alonso fan, I'm going to agree with that. Because for me, it's 50-50. So, but because you're going Bortoleto, and you're willing to say that from a Fernando Alonso fan point of view, I will agree with that. Bortoleto driver of the day, and Hulkenberg P20 to P9. Like someone else said, they're in the mix for driver of the day. Yeah. But yeah, Gabriel Bortoleto driver of the day, P8, first points in Formula 1. As for rate the race, you're somewhere in the middle. You're somewhere around like a 5 or 6. It was a good first stint though. They went wheel to wheel for the... But then the thing is, it was feast and famine this race. The first stint was epic. And then pretty much nothing. In terms of the sharp end, like obviously you always getting fights for P14 and P12 and stuff like that. The midfield battle's always good, but it just doesn't get me going like that. So that dropped the score a lot. If the rate the race was a graph, it'd be like, whoo, and then it would have just been like that. And then it's recovered itself a bit at the end. So to take an average, is it a 6? Is it as good as a 7? It's a 6. Because we had 40 laps in the middle where I didn't even know what to talk about. How can I give that? It's a 6 because it wasn't just a quarter of an hour in the middle where it was a bit dull. There was a solid hour where it was dull in the middle. Like, nah, man, it's a 6. Even though we had wheel to wheel overtaking for the lead, and I'm still giving it a 6. Tells you how dull the middle part of that race was. Like, that had potential to be a 9. Like, that had potential to be a 9. After lap, like, 18, it was a 9. 5, yeah. Yeah, 5. But 5's a bit cruel. When I'm jumping up on my seat because it's side by side for the lead, to then go to a 5 almost seems cruel. So I'll give it a 6. Because it got me out of my it got me out of my chair at one point. I was stood on my chair at one point. So how can I give it a 5 out of 10? Anyway, that's it. 6.5. I'll give it a 6. Bortoletto driver of the day. Norris wins the race. Please do drop me a like if you have enjoyed the stream. I will be back for qualifying ahead of the British Grand Prix. So join me for that. Obviously, the Viewers' Championship races are... oh, did it not have the chat thing on the screen? Oh, that's weird. Anyway, everyone who's typed a message in the live chat will be ending into round 11, but as this note has been scrolling for the last hour and 31 minutes, Viewers' Championship's going to be in August. But yeah, thanks all for joining the stream today. I've enjoyed it. I'm glad that the PC didn't overheat. In fact, I would have missed this stream had it not been for the science issue at the beginning, because I tried to go live 15 minutes before, and a minute into the stream, the PC froze. So I was like, oh, I've missed this one. Like, GG's. I've missed it. And then the science issue, and they delayed the start by 15 minutes. I was like, go on then, I'll reboot and have another go. And so that's like a weird kind of twist of fate where the race got delayed by 15 minutes meant that this stream existed. Fate moves in mysterious ways. So it's been done. Hope you've enjoyed it. I'll be back for qualifying ahead of the British Grand Prix next Saturday afternoon. So join me for that. And hope you've enjoyed it. Please do drop a like I say. And cheers, Salty Dog. Cheers, everyone who's watched. And catch you for Silverstone. Peace out.